child, pause right here. Don't scroll. Heaven has aligned your steps to this very moment, and Archangel Michael is drawing you into this message with divine urgency. You didn't arrive here by curiosity, your spirit was guided. There is something heaven has been waiting to release to you, and this is the moment it begins. You've been asking for a sign, a confirmation, a voice from above that speaks directly to your situation, and this is it. You are not hearing this by accident. You are hearing this because something in the spiritual realm has just shifted. Archangel Michael is stepping forward, and he wants your full attention. What you're about to hear is meant for you. My child, heaven has seen the weight you've been carrying, the weight you rarely speak about, the heaviness you've learned to hide behind a steady face. God has watched the nights you lay awake, staring at the ceiling, feeling your heart ache in ways you couldn't explain to anyone. The tears you wiped quickly before anyone noticed, none of them were ignored. The prayers whispered into your pillow, the ones you weren't even sure reached heaven, every single one was heard. You've been moving through your days with a quiet strength, holding yourself together even when your soul felt like it was unraveling. You felt misunderstood, overlooked, and at times completely alone. But heaven says you were never alone, not even for a breath. Every moment you felt abandoned, angels were standing guard around you. Every time you questioned your worth, God was whispering your name. Every silent battle you carried inside your chest has been fully seen, fully felt, and fully acknowledged by the one who loves you most. My child, listen carefully now, because heaven is leaning in. This message is not entertainment. It is an intervention. Archangel Michael is not coming to you casually. He has been sent on assignment concerning your life, your destiny, and the very battles you have been facing in silence. You have been wondering if you are really guided, if the signs you keep noticing are real or imagined. But heaven is confirming. This is divine timing. This is a spiritual appointment. You were meant to hear these words at this exact point in your journey, not a moment sooner, not a moment later. There is a shift taking place in the unseen. Doors that have been sealed shut are trembling. Strategies formed against you are being exposed. Archangel Michael is sounding an alarm in your spirit. Do not ignore this. To dismiss this moment is to overlook a lifeline that heaven is extending to you. You are standing at a crossroads. The way you respond right now will shape the next chapter of your story in ways more powerful than imagined. My child, heaven remembers every chapter you thought was forgotten. It remembers the betrayal that shattered your trust, the moment you realized someone you loved was not who they pretended to be. It remembers when you gave your all and were left empty, questioning if kindness was a weakness and love was a mistake. There were seasons where loss hit you so hard it felt like the air was taken from your lungs. Libba walked away. Doors closed. Opportunities vanished. You watched others move forward while you felt stuck in the same painful cycle, wondering what you did wrong and why God stayed silent. There were days when depression pressed on your chest like a weight, when getting out of bed felt like a battle, when you smiled in public but felt numb on the inside. You prayed, but the heavens felt quiet. You served, but you felt unseen. You gave, but received little in return. Yet through every sleepless night, every breakdown, every moment you felt abandoned, God was not punishing you. He was preparing you. The fire that tried to consume you was actually refining you for the very breakthrough now approaching. Heaven recorded every hidden tear. My child, breathe for a moment, because what heaven is about to reveal is sacred. Archangel Michael steps forward now with a message wrapped in divine authority, and he speaks your name with a strength that shakes the realm around you. He says you have crossed a spiritual line you were never meant to return from. Something in you has awakened, something heaven has been patiently waiting for, and now it rises with unstoppable force. For so long you believed you were stuck. You thought the delay meant denial. But God says the delay was divine protection. What you thought you lost was actually heaven removing what could not go with you into the next chapter. What felt like rejection was redirection. What broke you was actually shaping you into the vessel capable of carrying the blessing that is now on its way. Archangel Michael declares that the attacks that once overwhelmed you have lost their power. The cycle that kept repeating, emotional, spiritual, financial, relational, had been severed. You finally did what heaven was waiting for. You stopped returning to what hurt you, and you chose growth instead of comfort. That choice sent a signal into the spiritual realm that your season had changed. Heaven is announcing that a divine acceleration is beginning. The closed doors are not signs of failure but signs that you have outgrown the spaces you once prayed to stay in. The people who walked away make room for those divinely assigned to lift you, not drain you. The confusion you felt is clearing. The fog around your purpose is lifting. Archangel Michael says, "Stand tall. You have been strengthened for victory. What was fighting you is defeated. What was resisting you is releasing. Your name is echoing in heavenly places, and the blessing that was tied up is now being loosed. My child, this is not merely encouragement. This is revelation. Something new, something holy, something powerful has begun. Heaven is aligning your steps. God is shifting your atmosphere, and the breakthrough you've been praying for is finally breaking through. My child, do not treat this as just another video, another voice in the noise of your day. This is a holy interruption. Archangel Michael is watching how you respond in this very moment. Heaven is testing the posture of your heart. Will you scroll past this like it was nothing? Or will you pause and receive what is being poured out over your life? Your spirit has been crying out for answers, but answers require agreement. You are being invited to partner with heaven, to listen, to lean in, to say, "Yes, I hear you." To harden your heart now it is to delay what God is trying to release. Do not dismiss this. Do not ignore this tug in your spirit. Your response in this moment is part of your breakthrough. Heaven is watching, waiting for your surrendered yes. My child, if this message has stirred something inside you, don't let it remain unspoken. Heaven moves through agreement, and your words carry weight in the spiritual realm. When you declare your alignment, you open the door for what God is releasing to enter your life without resistance. Take a moment now and speak life over yourself. Type a simple affirmation of faith, not for the algorithm, but for your own spirit. Let it be your yes to heaven, your sign that you are ready for what is coming. Write Amen, where I receive this, or even a prayer from your heart. Your declaration becomes the seal on the breakthrough heaven is preparing for you. My child, as this message comes to a close, let your spirit rest in the truth that heaven has spoken over you. You are not forgotten, you are not behind, and you are not disqualified. God's hand has been on your life in every season, in the storms, in the silence, and even in the moments you questioned your worth. Nothing about your journey has been wasted. Archangel Michael stands beside you now, not as a distant figure, but as a guardian who has fought battles on your behalf that you never even saw. He is declaring that your story is shifting from survival to victory, from wandering to walking in purpose, from waiting to receiving. The heaviness you've carried is lifting, and the clarity you've been praying for is beginning to unfold. God is restoring what was lost, rebuilding what was broken, and renewing what was drained. You are stepping into a season where blessings will meet you unexpectedly, where peace will finally settle into the places that once felt chaotic, and where love, real, healing, God-sent love, will find you. Walk forward with confidence. Heaven is with you. Your victory is already written. And what comes next will remind you that God never abandoned you for a single moment.